What's up, Jay?
What up, man?
How you been?
I've been pretty good.
We've been lagging on our uploads.
Yeah, it's cool. I think that episode's gonna be really different. Different angles. It's gonna be cool.
I think it's gonna be a sneak peek to what our future production's gonna be.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Jesse at Zuela Force for hooking it up.
Yeah, shout out to him. That promo video was fucking real cool too.
That's our new fucking intro.
Yep.
So yeah, expect that now.
But I kind of, what's up with that gun you're working on?
Oh, I'm working on AR-47. It's a build I'm doing. They call it the AR-47. It's basically an AR-15, but what it actually does, it shoots 7.62 by 39 rounds, which is typically the AK round. I came across it actually because there's a company called Palmetto State Armory that sells a version of it that basically it's a AR-15 upper that is chambered in 7.62 by 39, but their lower actually accepts AK magazines. So it's a trip. Like it's a crazy ass design it has, because when you release the magazine, you release it just like an AK-47. You do that little flap thing, or you just knock it with the magazine and the magazine flies out. The Russian reload, what they call it. It was pretty dope. So I was thinking like, hey, I think I'm gonna build that one. But then I saw the price for it, for just that lower. I think it was like 300 and something bucks, and I was like, no, hell no, I'm not gonna build that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, nope. So I went for the most budget ever, and I said, I'm gonna build one that'll be chambered in 7.62 by 39. But the way I'm gonna one up mine also is I'm gonna make it completely ambidextrous. For anybody that doesn't know, it basically means that all the controls you're gonna be able to use them through both hands. So if you're you're a left-handed shooter,
Right.
usually on your side you can only get the safety selector switch and what was the other one, the bolt catch. So basically the bolt catch holds the bolt back when your rounds are empty in the magazine. That's all you could get. Me, on the other hand, I could only get the magazine release. If I wanted to close the bolt, I have to basically turn the magazine and turn the gun, and slap it, and then boom, the bolt closes. So I want to make it completely ambidextrous. And on top of that, I want to make it a little fancy. So I'm making it blue. It's a black rifle, but with blue accents. So everything else on that bitch is gonna be blue. So a blue hand stop, blue takedown pins, blue selector switch, a blue buffer tube, all kinds of shit on that's gonna be blue. So I'm also trying to make it as budget as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not trying to make it an expensive build, because there are people that do make some crazy ass builds that are super expensive. Like I've seen some dudes that build their rifles and they go for like $2,000 because they go like all out on their shit. Like me, I wanna make this one a better rifle than the one I already have, because the one I have is basically everything on it is mil spec, even the trigger. For this one though, I got a better trigger. I'm getting better mechanics on it, such as like the buffer spring, the actual buffer. I'm getting a little heavier one, because the buffer is basically like a weight. It's a weight that goes in your buffer tube where your stock goes, so it just manages recoil. So because the 7.62 by 39 round is a little bit bigger, you're gonna need a little heavier tube, buffer. So you don't feel the recoil hit you as much. Because if you're trying to use a buffer tube that's made for a 223, that's just gonna fuck you up. Like you're gonna be feeling the recoil like a motherfucker. So expect an unboxing video. I haven't gotten everything yet. You've seen for yourself. I don't got everything. We still got it boxed. We haven't opened anything yet, because we want to make like a massive fucking unboxing vid.
Assembly video too?
Assembly video, yeah.
Right. Unboxing and assembly.
One thing I did notice, dude, there's a lot of videos of people assembling guns, but they're not, I'm not trying to shit on anybody, but they're not as descriptive as you would want them to be. Because there's times where, let's say for the trigger, for the mil spec trigger, dude, it's basically two pieces that are put together and that are held together by like springs, right?
Right.
You put them by springs, and then you have to put them in, hold it down, and then you got to slip the pins through. The thing is, sometimes in some videos, they don't really tell you how to put the actual spring. They just show you how it is already complete, and then they put it in. Although I get it, like, yeah, you could probably look at it yourself and be like, oh, so maybe they flipped it and maybe they put it this way, you know? But I remember when I first built it, my first AR, dude, I was fucking struggling. I was like, dude, how the fuck did these guys put this goddamn spring in there? Like, my shit's not fitting. Like, I would literally put it in there, and then, like, when I would put the first pin in, because I didn't put the spring right, the spring would literally fly off from the top. And I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, why isn't it sticking? Until I later found out that, no, you're supposed to just turn the spring, and there it stays there. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I think sometimes people explain things as if they're explaining it to somebody that has the same experience as them.
Yeah.
Which is fucking...
No,
I don't know why people do that.
And that's true. But at the same time, that also goes for, like... It could go for even when you're learning how to handle a firearm, dude. Like, I've seen dudes in gun ranges that call themselves instructors, and they give you the gun, dude, like, if they expect you to know how to handle it, you know? Like, instead of telling you, like, hey, you know, this is a firearm, the first thing you're supposed to do is treat it as if it's loaded. So what do you do when you treat a firearm when it's loaded? You're not going to point it at somebody. Like, I'm not going to get this gun and point it at you, right? Like, I'm not. Common sense. I'm not going to go ahead and be like, oh, look at the gun. No, it's unsafe. So I've seen a lot of dudes in gunshot, like in ranges, they don't do that. They basically say, okay, well, this is the firearm. Here's the magazine. It takes this round. Okay, you're going to do this. You're going to clock it. Okay, and then you're going to hold it with both hands. Firm grip. Okay, you're going to line up the sights, and then you start shooting or whatever, you know? But they never tell you, like, hey, point it away from people. Don't fucking point it at anybody. Treat it as if it's loaded. Even if there's no magazine in there, treat it as if it's loaded. Because there is the possibility that you thought you shot the last round, but the last round is actually in there. And you thought it's unloaded because you took the magazine out, you know? Like, I think one thing you always got to make sure you, like, burn into people's brains is gun safety. And not just that, but to clear weapons. Where it's just like, hey, even if you think the round got ejected, or even if you think the gun is empty, rack it. It's not a lot, right? You saw that. What's so quick about... There. No, nothing fell out, right? Nope, nothing fell out. Okay, the gun's clear. Gun's clear. Put it down. And don't point the barrel at anybody. Even if that shit's there. Because any dumbass could come up to you, grab your gun like an asshole, and just pull the trigger, you know? So that's all you got to do. I'm not saying all shooting ranges do that. But I've been to one where they were just like, the fucking thing was ass.
Yeah, they were just... Common sense is such a weird theory that people have. Common sense, bro. Like, just fucking, like, you get it? All right, I'm out.
Yeah, and you're just like, huh.
Common sense is very theoretical, man.
Which, I mean, I understand. Like, I understand the whole issue of common sense and shit, where it could be mildly infuriating, dude, when... Pour me up, please. Where you find somebody that's a complete dumbass, dude, when they load a magazine. Perfect example. This isn't the magazine for this gun. This is for another gun. But I'll give you an example. Remember when we took Butters? I don't know if you were there when we took Butters to the shooting range.
Right. Yeah, I was there.
This fool acted like if he knew how to handle a gun.
Remember his brother? Remember his brother?
His brother. He just started fucking rapid firing in the goddamn...
Rapid firing sideways.
Sideways, bro. And you're just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Hey, be honest. Do you think a part of him was trying to impress, like, us?
I feel like he was. Which, there's nothing wrong with it. But, dude, even when guns ain't toys. You know, there's shit you fuck around with them when you're at the range, but you don't even fuck around with them to that sense either. You know? But, dude, this motherfucker pretended he handled guns. And I shit you not, people, this is what he did. He got the gun, he got the magazine, and he put it backwards. He did this.
No, not just that. And then he started going like
and then like he started like it wouldn't go in, so he started going like bam, bam, bam. Dude, I don't know how the fuck he managed to lock the goddamn magazine into the gun. I don't know how because even I was like, bro, I can't pull it out. I literally had to press the magazine release. Like, I had to do this so the fucking magazine could fall out. Yeah. How the fuck he got it locked in there, I have no fucking idea, you know?
I just remember his brother, like, he didn't really know how to load it and you know, clock the gun or whatever. So as soon as one of you guys showed him that and stepped back, he just goes, sideways, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, dude, like, no one thinks that's cool. Also, that's not allowed here.
Yeah, like this was started rapid firing for like years. I don't know, Malibu's Most Wanted, dog. Like just fucking King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah.
Started blasting like an idiot. You know? Which I get it, you know, you're excited, you're in a gun range, you're finally shooting a gun or whatever. It's cool, you know? And I'm guilty of this where I don't like looking like I don't know anything. You know? Cause even my first time when I ever shot a gun, I was like, I don't know, probably like 13, 14. Even when I did that, dude, like the homie was like, "Hey, you know how to handle a gun?" Yeah, I know how to handle a gun. I didn't fucking know shit, you know. All I thought was like, okay, do it how the fuck do it in the movies. Fool, clock the hammer back and pull the trigger, you know. And that's what I did, and you know, lucky for me, it worked. But imagine I had a different gun for that I knew nothing about. I'd be fucked. I'd be looking like a complete idiot.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was their case, you know. I feel like Butters was probably like, I don't want to look like a dumbass. I don't want to look like a dumbass not knowing how to fucking load a magazine, but he ended up loading it backwards.
Guess what it
still.
ended up looking like?
Like a fucking idiot. He was, dude, if he managed to load that shit, which it's virtually impossible to load the round in the chamber, but if he managed to do it somehow, by the grace of whatever the fuck exists out there, he would have shot himself in the face.
Yeah. It's true, man.
And it's like, I get that, you know, I get that part how some people are mildly infuriated by those people, where it's just like, bro, if you don't know anything, just fucking, you shouldn't be here. But it's like, no, I don't think
It's not that they shouldn't be
you
there.
shouldn't be there. Just ask, you know,
Yeah.
ask questions. Like you, bro, when we've gone shooting, bro, you've always asked me like, hey, dude, do I load it like this? Yeah, load it like this. All right, and I cock it, right? Yeah, you cock it. You know, now you know how to handle a gun. But when we first started shooting, you would actually ask. You wouldn't act like you knew how to do it and then cause an accident. Because, dude, there's so many people out there, like on videos. Recently, I saw one, which I found fucking hilarious. Some dudes were doing, like, gun drills, right? So, the exercise basically is, okay, you're standing in front of me, and I'm standing in back of you. I'm watching your back, but you're knelt down, right? You're on one knee, and I'm standing over your shoulder. So my gun is literally over your head. So the exercise they were doing is the guy that was on his knee would do 2 shots. The guy that was over him would do 2 shots. Then they would switch. So then the guy that was standing up would take a knee. The guy that was in the front would stand up and back, and they'll do that, right? I guess the motherfuckers out there were hot shit. Dude, it got to the point where one of them that takes a knee, right? He takes the knee, does his shots, forgets about the other fool that has to shoot right on top of him. He gets up, and the fool pops, and the bullet scrapes him, dude. Scrapes his shit, and you see his hat just go fling.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna put it up so you can see it. But you're just like, what the fuck? Just imagine, dude, if he would have either pulled the trigger not even a second later, a millisecond later, that shit would have gone out through his eyeball, dude. Bro, but that shit just scraped him and took his hat. And I was just like, what the fuck?
Dude.
But see, those are people that, you know, think they're hot shit. You know, like, I get it. It's cool to do those drills, and it probably may even be helpful to know those type of drills. But, dude, if you're not sure what you're doing, or if you're not even sure about the person you're doing them with, don't bother doing them. You know, like, I'm not going to go ahead and put you in those type of drills. Like, let's say if I don't even know those drills. I really don't. I've never done those type of shits. Me, I just like improving on my accuracy, but I don't do those fucking drills people do where they run around an obstacle with a fucking rifle up in the air. I've always made fun of motherfuckers that do that shit, but hey, if you guys think you guys are better shooters, hey, cool, you know? But let's say I knew I was experiencing that shit, and you that who are inexperienced, I'd just say, hey, here's the rifle, Jay. We're going to start doing these drills right now, right? Wouldn't you be like, what are you, fucking crazy?
Straight off the bat, just drills.
Straight off the bat, we're doing drills? What are you gonna have me doing? All right, well, you're gonna place the rifle barrel right over here, bro, right fucking here, and you're gonna start letting 5 shots go, bro.
And then what are you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna get on this unicycle.
Yeah, bro.
Blindfold myself.
while I'm shooting at that same target. But how am I gonna keep my fucking rifle over your shoulder?
Common sense, bro.
Common sense, bro. You should be able to, right? All right. You don't want to seem like an idiot. All right, cool. And then I get shot like an idiot. I'm right here bitching, and you're like, "What the fuck, Jay? You fucking told me to."
Yeah, it's hilarious. Have you seen that? Have you seen that video of? I guess it's like Israeli special forces training, but they have the dude just opens up a fucking crazy like a gun safe or whatever,
Uh,
and he pulls out what the video describes it as a recoilless, like AK-47 design. And the guy's shooting it, and sure enough, his shoulder's not going back. It's
Oh, yeah,
just
I've seen it.
staying in place.
I've seen it.
There's minimal like rocking of his hands or whatever.
Oh yeah, but other than that, he's
nothing
steady.
like a kick. Steady as fuck.
He's steady as shit.
Smooth shooting sound. Like I was just like, whoa.
He's steady as shit. Which one thing, since we're still in the topic of guns, one thing I want to bring up about that same, if I'm not mistaken, I think that weapon was designed by Israel. I think they adopted the Kalashnikov, and so the AK, and they made that one. I think that's an Israeli weapon, if I'm not mistaken, which I'm hoping they release out here in the U.S. But one thing that the Russians have been doing is they've actually improved on their AKs as well, on their weapons, which unfortunately they're not allowed to sell them to us at all, which sucks, because they made an AK, I think it's called the AK-12, if I'm not mistaken, but it shoots 223s or 5.56, meaning the original round adopted by the AR-15, which is the one that's in there.
Right.
So it actually shoots that round, which is a game changer. Think about it. Like AK was known like, hey, this is the one gun that everybody wants to use, the guerrilla warfare wants to use or whatever, and they never went away from it. But now they said, fuck the AR-15, bro. We're going to show that we can actually make a modernized gun that can outperform them. And I don't know if it outperforms. I've never shot it myself because obviously it's fucking illegal to import it here. But, bro, these motherfuckers are getting up there. The only thing that sucks, though, is that their weapons are banned. And recently, Biden banned the importation of their ammunition, too. So, for anybody that doesn't know, most steel-cased ammunition, which is very affordable and very well priced and pretty good. It runs pretty good in guns. Came from Russia. So Wolf ammo, Tula ammo. I think the other one is called Berlin's, some shit like that. Like those are the top three steel cased ammo that was sold here. All of it was Russian. So now you're telling me fucking we can't get that shit anymore. So what are they doing now? Now they're price gouging on steel cased ammunition. People are selling that shit, bro, like if it's gold. I shit you not. Like originally, like let's say like that one, that red box of ammo right there, it's brass. That little one.
Yeah.
It's 7.62x39, but it's brass. A box of 20 rounds goes for like $19. So you're probably paying like 90 something cents a round. Cause it's brass. That same box, steel case, goes for $7. Yeah, $7. You know how much motherfuckers are trying to sell that shit now? They're trying to sell it for like $10-15. Like, fuck you guys. I'd rather just buy brass. I'd rather buy brass and then reload it after. Fuck all that shit. But it sucks that the Biden administration is going that far to fuck with people's Second Amendment rights. Because they want to make the excuse that it's because of, what's it called? Is it embargoes? No.
Is that what it is?
Is it?
Is it trade war related?
Well,
Trade
yeah, because
related?
basically, I think it was like a mass, the biggest seller for Russian ammunition was us. Like, we're the biggest buyer for Russian ammunition. But now, they got nobody to sell it to. Or they're going to have to go somewhere else to sell their ammo. So I'm assuming it's a trade deal. I think they tried using that excuse. That, for trade purposes, that's why they put that. I guess, is it an embargo?
I don't know. That's what it was.
I don't know if that's what it is. Because I know they didn't use the excuse of like gun violence for the ban. They used the excuse of trade for the ban. The reason why they implemented the ban on Russian ammunition. Because at first, the only ban they had for Russia was the guns. Like, you couldn't import guns or whatever the fuck. But now, what they did was they, like, officially banned the importation of ammo, too. So, even, like, because a lot of people were thinking, like, oh, so what we could do is let's say I'm the Russian manufacturer of ammo. You're Germany. People think that I Russia could sell you Germany the ammo, and now it's yours. Now it's under your ownership. Now you could say, "Oh, U.S., we have a good trade deal. We have a good agreement and good relationship. I'm gonna sell them to you guys." People thought they could do that, so people were actually trying to contact like other European vendors that carry the ammo. I think a big one was Croatia. Try to get them in, and they were like, "Nope." They're like, "Nope." Even if they were sold to a different country, the simple fact that they came from a Russian factory is not allowed. Like, what the fuck? There's got to be some bullshit, right?
It does sound like bullshit. I would like to hear somebody that knew, like, about that to give their side. Like, okay, why? Can you explain this, please?
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't really think. I mean, it is a possibility. They most definitely make money off of us for selling ammo, you know. But I don't see the point of doing that either. You know, what's the point? I feel like the biggest point was to fuck U.S. citizens over, right?
That's what I don't know.
I think that's what it was. They never said it. Like, they never said like, "Oh, we got to stop the gun violence and we're gonna stop doing it." You know, they never said that. So I'm assuming they probably said, "Hey, well, we'll just fuck Russia." That's why. Fuck Russia. We're gonna fucking put some trade embargoes, I guess, whatever fuck it's called, and fuck them. You know. But little did we know, the reality is, no, fuck these fools. They ain't getting no bullets. We getting all the bullets. Fuck them.
It's probably one of those.
Yeah, possibly.
Did you see the video that Portland mom?
Yeah, dude, that shit was epic.
What did she come out and say?
Okay, so basically, they were having if I'm not mistaken, it looked like it was a show because the news, the media was there, and it was basically what it was. It was I think the event was called Black Lives Still Matter. I think that's what the event was called. And it was run by some dude that, I think it was run, if I'm not mistaken, by some dude that was deaf. Because, so there's a dude, you could barely see him in the video, but he's right there, like, doing sign language and shit while they're talking. And this lady just fucking comes in out of nowhere with her 3 fucking kids. And she's going, like, I just want to make something clear. And he goes, y'all want to talk about the Proud Boys doing this and the Proud Boys doing that? And he goes I think it happened on August 7th. He goes, on August 7th, he goes, my family, he goes, my black children. It's like she made it clear. She goes, my black children were attacked by you white Antifa members. And he goes, all y'all Black Lives Matter attacked my children. And he goes, they were covered in tear gas. He goes, they were in pain. He goes, y'all shot, like, I guess they were like kind of like flash grenades, I guess, or something like that. He goes, y'all hit my kids with those. He goes, y'all don't care about us. He goes, y'all don't care about us. And no one was telling her shit. Why? Because she was a black woman. So I give her props on that. But at first, the deaf dude was trying to like get her away or whatever. And he goes, I'm not making fun of him. I'm not trying to make fun of him. That's how he sounded. If you look at the video, he's deaf. So he doesn't know what the fuck he sounds like. He literally said that. He goes, so the girl's not paying attention. She goes, nah, fuck that. I'm going on rambling. So the dude goes around her and tries telling her, like he does this to her. And she goes, boy. She goes, you better not. You better not. And then like some lady goes, oh, he's deaf. And she goes, well, y'all gonna hear me. She goes, y'all gonna hear me. And he goes, dude, this is what the problem is. He goes, this is what the problem is. And some girl in the back starts talking shit. And she goes, see? A white liberal woman. That's the fucking problem. That's the real enemy for us.
What the
and she goes,
fuck?
I'm not saying all white liberal women. And he goes, but white liberal women like her. She points her out and the girl leaves. Like she goes like this, like, oh, fuck you, bitch. And she leaves. Like she felt like whack. But she basically makes her point across. She goes, y'all want to blame. And she goes, y'all want to blame Proud Boys for something that they weren't even involved with. And she goes, our thing was a church. I guess what happened was that was a church gathering. I didn't even know it was a church gathering. But basically it was a church gathering that they were doing. And that had no political drive to it. Like, it wasn't politically driven. They weren't trying to get any point across. They were just doing like an outside church service at a park. And that these dudes came, Antifa talking shit, saying fuck white supremacy and anti-fascist or whatever, something like that. And then that they gassed them. They gassed those people and fucking like started beating the shit out of them, like throwing them stuff. So she starts like saying the truth, and he goes, "Let's be honest." She goes, "Y'all don't give a fuck about Black lives." He goes, "Because if you guys did, you guys wouldn't have attacked and tear gassed my children." And he goes, "You guys wouldn't have never done that." He goes, "But you guys did." And he goes, "You guys," and then every time she mentions her kids, she says black children. And then some dudes, I guess some dudes that might know her or are aware of her, like they start trying to bash her husband. And they're like, "Oh, don't act like a saint. Your husband's dangerous. Your husband's a criminal. And your husband's violent." And she goes, "My husband's not like that." And they're like she protected her husband. Like that's one thing I give her kudos for. Like, hey, she backed up her man, dog. Like she was there for her man. She goes, "My man is not violent whatsoever." And he goes, "So stop making up those lies." And he goes, "And the main thing," he goes, "the reason why I'm here is because of you guys, the media." And he goes, "How come you guys don't want to cover that story?" And he goes, "How come you guys don't want to cover the story of Antifa attacking a black family? Huh? Because it doesn't fit, right? It doesn't fit your narrative." And she goes, "You guys would rather cover the story of a dude that was killed because he was carrying a BB gun?" And I was like, fuck. Like, I gave her props, dude. Like, she stood up for herself and she stood up for her kids, you know? And talked her shit. And nobody told her anything. Because what would happen? They could easily get that whole bullshit they try throwing on righties flip right back at them. Like, hey, you're trying to silence a colored woman? You're telling me a colored woman can't have a voice? So they can't say anything. Just stay quiet. I thought that was beautiful.
Wait, you think they can't say anything? Or
No,
what?
no. I'm not saying they can't. Like, I feel like, yeah, dude, if you want to say anything, go for it. But I feel like they themselves, because of the bullshit they stand for, they don't. Because they don't want to go ahead and say, they don't want to go approach her and try to shut her up, because then what? They look like hypocrites, right?
You're saying like that far leftist. I think about that finger trap toy. You stick your fingers in.
The Chinese finger trap.
Yeah, it's easy to stick your fingers in, but the second you try to pull them out,
you can't pull them out.
like all those fucking.
You're like, brr.
Yeah. So it's kind of like we attack certain people on the right, I guess, or even center. But when we are caught with the similar scenario, I guess, or whatever, we don't know what to do because we're trapped in our stupid like mentality. I think it's a stupid ass mentality.
No, it is, because
to think that you can't argue with a colored person if your ideologies, are different.
Yeah, and that's how it bites. That's how they bite themselves in the ass. Because it's like, let's say she was speaking lies. You know, she was speaking lies, which she wasn't, because there are like right after that video, the actual video came out. And this is from an Antifa member that recorded that.
Mm-hmm.
Shows her kids and her running away from them getting gassed. So she's not lying.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But if she was lying, though, somebody out there could be like, "No, you're full of shit." But they can't. Why? Because they stand for women not being oppressed, colored women having a voice. So technically, you're backpedaling because you're silencing a woman of color's voice, right? So it's like, even though with all your heart you know she's full of shit, because of your dumbass ideology, you can't shut her up. You're fucked. Like, you're absolutely fucked. Like, there's nothing else you could do. And I just can't help but laugh at it, because you're like,
yeah,
fucking idiot, you know? What? Let me see if I can find the video. The video where they actually get attacked.
Some of this shit is just so fucking poetically illogical that it fucking makes no sense, but it's awesome.
Let me ask you something though. What do you think? Do you think there's people out there that probably like get caught in that situation where they're like, "Fuck this shit, bro. I'm quitting Antifa right now." Like, I just saw how stupid I looked because I couldn't speak up and stand up for myself because I'd look like a dumbass or a racist or whatever.
Yeah. I wonder what their turnover rate is. And like if they were like a fucking publicly traded, like if they were like
I feel like
company.
Do you want to watch the whole video, or do you want to watch the video where it shows her getting attacked?
Probably the shortest clip.
Okay, so it's the whole thing, but it shows her when they get attacked.
It's fucked up. You said they pepper sprayed her kids.
They pepper sprayed her kids. So watch. I'll play the beginning when she talks about her kids getting pepper sprayed, so you can see it, and then after she mentions that, I'll show you the part where their kids actually get maced. So
Supremacy is not the problem. The Proud Boys were not
for anybody
the problem.
watching or anybody
Antifa,
listening,
Black Bloc are the
I'm
ones
showing
who
them
threw
the
bombs,
showing Jay.
mortars, and pepper spray at me and my children. My baby girl, 8 years old, nearly was hit in the face with an explosive by white people dressed up in all black, attacking me and my family. It is not the Proud Boys.
That's the deaf dude.
And you, the city of Portland, and everybody who
I can hear what the fuck is going on.
needs to know this. My black
I'm not making fun of him. That's how he sounded.
were almost hit with bombs and mortars. My 9-year-old son was drenched in pepper gas thrown by Antifa. Boy, if Black Lives Matter to you, you better back up.
He's deaf, Jane.
They did not. Yes, they are part of the problem. Yes, they are part of the problem. But you know what?
See, he can't do anything.
You are the problem. Every single local news station denied my story. You rejected it in favor of one man with an
Here,
airsoft
let me
gun.
pause real quick. But you saw how he
No
backed up
Proud
because
Boys
of Black Lives
were
Matter.
present.
Yeah.
And he was
That
just
day,
like,
the event hadn't even started yet. We were shaking hands, saying our hellos, smiling at each other, having fun.
Her baby.
And Black Bloc Antifa marched in, screaming, "Hail," chanting, "Hail Satan," and screaming, "Where's your God now?" Okay, it's on video.
White Antifa.
And you were probably there. Hail Satan and screaming, "Where's your God now?" Okay, it's on video.
It's on video. See? So, August 7, 2021, Antifa attack on Portland Evangelical Christian prayer event. So, it was a prayer event, as you can see. Watch. You're going to see right now. There's no signs, there's no protests or whatever. They're right there.
No fascist USA!
They're right there. All the church people. And you'll see on this side of the screen, you'll see the kids running eventually. You'll see the kids running. Let's see. Let's through it. Watch, pay attention to here. You'll see the kids run.
We got children!
Yeah, dude, they're fucking losers, bro. They're fucking losers and they're fucking hypocrites, trying to act like they stand up for people and the disenfranchised.
The reality of it, look, the reality of it, and honestly, is one thing I've noticed, which is a perfect topic to switch over to, because I know you wanted to say something about Owen Schroyer. Is Owen Schroyer has basically exposed these fools for what they really are. Losers, not just any losers that don't have any friends and are looking for somewhere to belong. Because I'm a huge fan of Savage Facts. It's a channel out there, shout out to Savage Facts, and this fool always posts all kinds of like Owen Schroyer owns, or Owen Schroyer owns people with facts or whatever. But there was one where I think he was in Virginia, if I'm not mistaken, and there's some dude that just weird ass fool. He comes up to him trying to block his camera, and then he licks it. Like, he licks his camera, and the dude's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like, Orange Shore is like, "Hey, dude, are you okay?" He's like, "Are you all right?" And then other people try, like, backing that weirdo up. And he goes, "Do you guys see this?" He's like, "Are you guys not aware? You guys are losers. You guys are weirdos." He goes, "Look at you guys." He goes, "I'm pretty sure none of you guys got a job. I'm pretty sure you guys are here because you guys are hoping to get friends." And he goes, "But look at you guys. You guys are losers." He goes, "None of you guys could make up any kind of argument. None of you guys could speak for yourselves." He goes, "Because look, you got this idiot over here shutting you guys up." And sure enough, like, the look on these people's faces, like if it hit them suddenly, bro, because they couldn't react. Like, they realized, like, fuck, we're puppets, bro. Like, we're just losers. Like, we ain't doing shit. Like, there was just one girl specifically, some redhead, that was, like, at first acting stupid. Like, she was going up to his camera going like, "Ah, la, la, la," like doing that. La, 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 la. So you couldn't hear him when he's trying to interview people. After that, when they were away from the crowd, and it was just like, I think it was like 6 of them that were with Orange Shore. Once he got just them 6 by himself and started just grilling all of them, dude, her face changed completely, and the reaction on her face was priceless, because she was just looking like, fuck, this food just destroyed me, bro, and I can't say anything after. Like, she had no rebuttal. Like, she couldn't say, like, fuck you, asshole, I got plenty of friends. My friends are over here across the street and they're waiting for me. Like, I call them right now. Like, no. None of them said that. And this fool would tell him straight up. He goes, none of you guys have friends. He goes, you're a bunch of losers. And they would just look at him like, fuck. Damn. That's why I asked, like, do you think some people actually switch sides after when they're hit with a predicament like that, or when they're hit with facts like that? Like, dude, I'm right here starting all kinds of drama, doing all kinds of bullshit, looking like a complete idiot, but I don't have any friends. I'm still a loser.
I think many of them probably do fall into that.
You think so?
I don't know if it's the majority.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's the majority.
But I think they definitely do fall into that, where they're like, dude, my life has no purpose, no meaning. I'm fucking, like, some of them probably don't have jobs, don't have girlfriends, naturally feel like fucking dumb and just nothing going for their lives.
But
so they're like,
fuck,
join
dude.
this movement and you get to righteously be angry.
But still, dude, I still don't see why, though. Like, dude, because there's been dudes and even women that this fool has grilled on where it's just like, I mean, I get it. You probably may not think you're an attractive dude, but, hey, clean up a little and you'd be a solid guy. Or even the girl, like, hey, if you decide to clean up a little and, you know, just pop the pussy a little bit once in a while, like, you know?
What do you mean? I don't know what that is.
Like, you use use the power of pussy.
Oh.
You know, pop the pussy. Not literally just start shaking your pussy to guys, but, you know, like, you know, use the power of pussy. Use the power of a woman. Like, one thing I always tell my sister, like, hey, you women don't understand this, but you guys have a weapon in between your legs that is capable of toppling empires. Yet, y'all motherfuckers sometimes are just too stupid to use it wisely. Instead, you give it to the first idiot that smiles at you, or the first idiot that whistles you and calls you cutie. When instead, you should be like, nah, homie, nice try, but nah, I'm using this pussy for the right motherfucker. I'm gonna fuck my way to the top, you know? But no, instead you get yourself a fucking loser meth head that you're happy with. Like, oh my god, I'm fucking happy with him, you know? But anyways, like, I trip out on that. Like, dude, I feel like, me personally, I've said it multiple times. I know looks wise, maybe I'm probably like a 6. I'll give you a 7 on a good day when I'm nice and shaved and I have my good haircut going. You know, I'm like a 7. But with my game and my charisma, I'm a motherfucking 10. I'll compete with you anytime, Jay. You know? And it's like, I trip out how if I wanted to be like that, I could use that excuse to be angry. Like, oh, girls don't want to date me because I'm fat. But no. It's just you put that fucking dumbass mentality in your head that you're a, or you convince yourself you're a fucking loser, that you end up becoming a loser. And that's one thing that I trip out on. It's like, dude, not even me, who could probably use the excuse of being fat to be a loser, has become a fucking loser. Yet you, who are 6 foot something, well-built dude, you know, not ugly, attractive motherfucker, yet you're a fucking dweeb. You're a fucking loser follower puppet that, you know, just listens to the crowd. Like, how?
They're probably awkward.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. Have you heard some of those guys talk?
Some, yeah.
Don't sound that cool. Don't sound sharp. Don't sound like...
Don't sound sharp.
They don't sound smooth. Like, nothing about... Like, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
So, it's...
I mean, I tripped out on it, dude. I can't. I always try to put myself in their shoes, but I'm just like, I can't.
I don't have the energy to be doing that shit, bro.
Nah. I mean, I like to.
At some point, I'd be asking, how much are they paying us? Because fuck that. I don't know. At this point, dude, I'll do... Yeah, I'm not doing that shit for nobody, bro.
Yeah, fuck that.
But what I think is, like, that kind of... The kind of shit that they do, it's justified. Like, you know, this is righteous. If you do this for for our group, you get to be angry. You get to throw rocks at Nazis. Come on, you're against Nazis, aren't you? You get to hit them. You get to hit them. People in high places will defend you.
But where did that?
Certain media will say that you were in the right. Come on, use that anger for something.
And not just that. They like saying like, "Hey, we're fighting for minorities."
Exactly.
That's one thing I've always heard. You know, have you seen that video of that one black woman that I think she was from Haitian. She was an immigrant. But she starts bashing some Black Lives Matter protesters. And he goes, y'all fake. And he goes, y'all call yourselves anti-fascism? He goes, you guys are fascist. And he goes, you guys are a perfect example of fascism. He goes, you guys are trying to silence me because I'm telling you the truth. And he goes, why do you keep trying to say and convince me of being oppressed when I'm not oppressed? And he goes, I live in the most free country ever. And he goes, I'm not oppressed. He goes, you guys are trying to oppress me. And he goes, you guys are trying to convince me that I'm stupid and I can't speak for myself and that I can't do anything for myself. He goes, but I can. And he goes, I'm not oppressed. He goes, I'm a black woman in America. He goes, I'm not oppressed. And he goes, why do you guys come out here? He goes, to protest the death of one guy. He goes, when out here I think it was in Chicago. He goes, when out here down the street in Chicago, he goes, they just killed 5 black men. Why don't you guys protest over there? He goes, I don't see Black Lives Matter over there. And it's like, that got me thinking, and I was like, it's true. Why is it that all these people that claim to be social justice warriors try to fight for minorities as if they don't think they have a voice? Have you noticed that?
I have seen instances of that. I have.
Yeah.
I have, where I'm like,
no one asked you to fight for me.
But, you know, I ask myself, because I don't want to get caught in no radical ideology, period. Left, right, for that fucking minority, for my minority, for nobody.
I agree.
So I've heard responses to that, which I'm like, damn. I mean, the way they lay it out, it's a point. Okay, so for that woman that said, I'm not oppressed. A simple response that I hear people on the left go, okay, well then if you're not oppressed, step aside, because we're still here to fight for people that are. The people that do feel oppressed are the people that are out there marching, being vocal. Because that kind of shit, it's called concern trolling. Where let's say these people are marching and blah, 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 and you go, well, they look like me, but I'm good. You don't hear me complaining. I'm good. Well, that's fine. It's the reason why you're probably not in the march. But not everybody's good. Not everybody's living it up. Not everybody's getting by.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why those people that are being vocal, sometimes people take it too fucking far and they think it's okay to fucking burn other people's property and fucking damage. That's why I'm like, dude, you lose me even trying to fucking like understand. But I can see that. Because when people do come and be like, shout out to Brandon Tatum, shout out to like a lot of guys that, come out and be vocal and say, I love this country. They love the USA. They feel no type of oppression, right? But then there's people that go, that's great. But other people do.
But have you noticed? I mean,
no, hold on. But those people are the ones trying to get their voice heard.
Yeah.
So it isn't right for you to say, hey, I look just like the people that are oppressed, but I'm good, so shut the fuck up. Because people deserve to not feel oppressed. People deserve to fucking and let it be known. Like, I feel great. I love my country personally. Me.
Yeah, no.
Me.
I agree.
So what I'm not going to do is fucking say, all right, well, let's burn the whole shit down. Fuck this shit. Fuck no. Hell no.
Fuck no.
Because we got a great thing going on. So what I want everybody is to do better, is to feel no type of limitation on
do for self.
Exactly, to feel no type of limitations. I don't want people to in this country to fucking feel like, well, in any country, but focus on this one. In my country, I don't want people to fucking feel limited because of their race, because of their fucking religion, anything. But I'm not gonna go and tell people, hey, shut the fuck up, bro, so the rest of us can live it up. If people got a concern, they should fucking voice it peacefully.
I agree with that. But what I'm getting at is, do you not think, which I hate making it into a race issue, but it's one thing I've noticed. I may be wrong on this. I may be wrong on this assumption. But have you noticed that the vast majority of people that make that argument that, oh, maybe you're not oppressed, but we're speaking for the people that are, tend to be white liberals.
What was the question? Am I surprised or what?
No, like I said, I may be wrong with the assumption I'm making. I was like, but have you noticed that the vast majority of people, not all, but most people that try making that argument about, oh, maybe you're not oppressed, but we're still speaking for the people that are white liberals.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
That's one thing, and that's one thing that irks me. You know, if I see a group of Latinos starting that movement because they themselves feel oppressed, okay, they at least got together between each other and said, hey, we feel oppressed or we feel some type of way, we're going to go get this started. They didn't have some fucking bullshit professor put that shit into their brain and said, hey, well, you guys are only here because you guys are one of the lucky bunch. They feel sorry for you guys because you guys were Latinos and because we need to have a certain quota of colored people here in college. So you guys are lucky you guys made it. That already plants the seed like, oh, motherfuckers, they fucking fucked us. We got lucky. So you're telling me my cousin over here couldn't make it to college because he's Mexican? Or because he's a Latino? You know? So that's one thing I know. I may be wrong, but one thing I've noticed that the vast majority of people that try to make that bullshit argument are white liberals.
Yeah, and I think it's a lot of it is
where it's like, I get it if you feel that in your heart, where it's just like, hey, I feel that I have fucking white privilege. Hey, you fucking think that exists? Fine by me.
Right.
Go ahead. You know, I'm not gonna die on that hill. If you want to die on the hill, go for it. But it's like, why is it that you gotta go ahead and just jump on that shit real quick when you could easily just talk to people, talk to somebody? They could go up to you and say, hey, dude, do you feel oppressed for being a Mexican? You could easily say no. But instead of them just like going like, oh, well, explain the answer, they usually go with, oh, so you're not oppressed, but I'm still going to fight for the others. Like, no, they should listen to your story, right? And like, oh, well, why don't you feel oppressed? What did you go through? Did you have a privileged life? That's where you could further explain, like, far from it. I grew up broke with the homies. I grew up in a fucked up ass neighborhood where motherfuckers were getting shot, where I started experiencing fucking shootings since we were like, what, 5 or 6, right? Up until we were in our teens, we were experiencing fucking shootings. So it's like, I don't think we lived any differently from other people out there at all. But if people stopped and listened to people's stories, they'll be like, hey, wait, this fool actually did have a rough upbringing too, but he doesn't feel oppressed still. So I feel like it's that. I feel like it's just people just decide not to listen to you. They just make an assumption off of, I don't know what the fuck, and they just say, hey, fuck it, I'm taking this bitch to the bank and I'm gonna roll with it.
It becomes their purpose. It becomes their reason to get up in the morning, you know? Yeah. I think that's what it really does. Like, some people don't need shit to achieve. Excuse me. But I feel like a lot of people, they need like things we have to accomplish, but they don't know what. Fuck, I couldn't do it in college. That shit was too hard. I got fired from my last job. I couldn't, whatever. Like, I was always late or whatever. Like, fuck, what could I do, man? I want to do something.
I want to feel important.
Yeah, I want to feel a part of something that's greater than you.
But even then,
and then, dude, I don't understand the reasoning. Yeah. I don't expect you to understand the reasoning behind it. But simplified, like just watered down and simplified, I'm like, I get why people can fall into that.
These ones are basically joining gangs.
Yeah.
Because think about
ideological gangs.
Think about it. When we grew up, I mean, we were approached by gang members, which I'm almost certain if we let them, they probably would have tried to tell us, like, I mean, I got approached a couple times to join the hood, but I never got in it. But I'm pretty sure if we let ourselves, eventually they could have been like, hey, man, you belong here, ese. Come on, perrito.
Yeah.
Kyle, my boy. You'll belong. We'll hook you up. We'll look out for you, dog. And then us, being young with impressionable minds, will be like, hey, this guy's selling it to me really good, you know? I do feel a little out of place because I'm the only one in the neighborhood that doesn't gangbang. I'm the only one in the neighborhood that actually goes to school still and is still trying to get my education. I think I might I think these guys would have my back if I joined them, right?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
I feel like that's
young
what it
people
is.
get taken advantage of.
And I feel like that's what it is with all these Antifa fools. All of them were some fucking losers that probably said, "Hey, bro, I need to belong somewhere. Are you guys hiring?
Yeah, it's like they didn't get
Are
a
you
call.
guys accepting applications?"
Some of those guys didn't get a call back from Taco Bell, so they're like, dude, like I'll work for anybody.
Hey,
fucking.
At this point, I don't give a fuck, bro.
And then Antifa was doing fucking like interviews and shit.
They were doing trials.
They're doing fucking interviews.
Hey, they were going like, "Hey, bro, how far can you throw tear gas?"
It's like,
Oh fuck.
like you got no desire to start a family, dude. I don't even got a girlfriend. Oh, you're in, bro.
I don't even got a girlfriend.
Like you got no fucking desire to like just be your own man, just fucking hook up with a girl, start a family, raise some kids.
Just be like, "Bro,
Dude,
I've never
fuck
even seen
no.
I've never even seen a tit, fool. I don't even know what it feels like." The closest thing I got was to see my mom's.
Yeah, but
But yeah. Changing the subject though. We were talking about Owen Schroyer.
well,
What about Owen Schroyer?
No. Actually, earlier you mentioned that I got like this thing to say about Owen Schroyer. I really don't got a lot to say about Owen Schroyer or Owen Schroyer.
Schroyer.
Owen fucking Destroyer.
Fuck it.
But I like some of his content. Real cool guy. Seems like a real cool guy. Definitely like his shit. But I found out that he fucking had to turn himself in
To who?
to, I don't know if it was a fucking, hey, I may be wrong, but I think it was the FBI
Over what?
over his involvement in the January 6th insurrection.
The insurrection?
The insurrection that was worse than the Civil War, bro.
Are you talking about the one that was worse than fucking the Kabul incident?
Dude, worse than anything in all of mankind.
Fuck. Worse than 9/11?
Worse than just fucking,
Than D-Day?
worse than Genghis Khan, bro.
Fuck. You know how fucking
Nah, but all jokes aside, it's fucking, it was so stupid.
wait, but jokes aside still, I was still on the same bullshit about the Capitol. They were trying to, I think it was an MSNBC. Was it NBC? I think it was NBC dude that made a tweet trying to compare the Kabul terror attacks, trying to say that wasn't as bad as the terrorists that attacked the Capitol. Like, really? You're really gonna try to compare the two?
Dude,
and
you're
make one lesser than
stretching the
other?
fucking, that guy's stretching.
No, but I got it from the Liberal Hive Mind. Shout out to Liberal Hive Mind. You're the one that put me on game with them. He actually posted the tweet.
Yeah.
He was actually able to screenshot it before the fool took it down.
All right, look, I'm gonna ask you for something. Cooperation.
Okay.
It's not the way you see the world. It's not, but something I advise myself, everybody to do, and if you anybody hearing this, just for the rest of your life, instead of trying to straw man people's arguments, like let's say an idea that you oppose, like he's already saying some shit.
For anybody that might not know when it comes to strawman arguments, elaborate on that.
Well,
Because some
just-
people might hear you saying, "Oh, anybody that strawman arguments," they're gonna be like, "Wait, what's a strawman argument?"
A straw man argument is like basically a twisting the person's words into making some like false claim that they never made themselves, and then going against that point that you yourself made and being like, see, I got you,
Yeah.
So you could talk about it's never easy for me to give examples, so probably won't try it.
I probably would try.
But instead of, because straw man is going like after low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Like, I know what they were going for, but I'm gonna act like they were going for this point.
So it's like, let's say you were talking about somebody's outfit and you were talking about the red shirt, and I'm talking about it being blue, but then you're keeping if it's fucking red, and usually it's red, and I say, bro, you were talking about his shoelaces. His shoelaces are red.
Kinda.
where it's just
Kinda.
like, where it's like I'm trying to smoke you on an argument that I wasn't even talking about.
Right.
Where our argument was on the shirt, but I pointed out the fucking shoelaces. But I'm trying to equate it to the argument because, hey, well, he's still wearing it, right?
Right.
So more or less something like that, right?
It'd be more like your dad missed your fucking soccer game. Like your dad missed your soccer game. What? What?
I don't know. I don't know. It just caught me, bro. I don't know if it's the alcohol, but
Try it out.
You're like, your dad missed your soccer game.
It's like your dad missed your soccer game, and then you're like, hold on, dude. Before I forget it. You're like, damn, yeah, man. My dad, he missed my soccer game. And then I'm just like, I mean, okay, bro, I get it, but I don't think your dad's a deadbeat. like you say, he's a deadbeat, you know? Like, yeah, okay, but your dad's not a complete deadbeat, so maybe, dude, he shows up for some of your soccer games. So stop calling your dad a deadbeat. And you're like, that was never what I called my dad. I just said he missed. This is actually the first game he's missed in my whole life. So he shows up a lot. You know, I'm just bummed out because he missed one. But you are calling my dad a deadbeat. You know,
fucking dick.
Yeah. So that's probably a horrible example, but you know what I mean.
No,
right?
it was better. That was better.
So what people should do more, myself included, is steelman arguments. You know, so that you have a really good case against an idea that you just don't align with or you oppose. So let's say you make a claim, instead of me trying to minimize and distort your idea, like, oh, I know he meant A, but I'm a make up and reject B. So then when I make up and reject B, I could play it off like I rejected his initial point, which was A.
Yeah.
What steel manning is taking your lowercase a, adding into it, making it an uppercase A, and still having enough information to make that stronger argument that I myself made, like kind of like dismantle it. I think that's way bigger of a victory. Because going the other route, you come off as a douche when people catch on. Like, wait, dude, okay, look, time out. You keep acting like I'm saying B when we know I'm saying A. Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
And then you look like a goofball going like, well, I mean, we'll prove it, or, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm guilty of that shit 100%.
So
another thing I've noticed, though, sorry to interrupt you, when you're talking about steelman arguments, one thing that I've noticed people do to basically counter that, what you're talking about, is gish galloping.
What's that?
So basically what it is, okay, you're talking about, let's say you're talking about the ocean, right?
Right.
Where you're talking about, oh, we should clean up the ocean or whatever. And me, my opposition is, we've already cleaned it enough. We don't have to continue cleaning it. We already cleaned it enough. So my way of countering your point is by throwing all kinds of different facts at you to where you don't know where the fuck you don't know what to counter. So I'll say, let's say, hey, well, what about fucking that machine that desalinates water, and this machine that fucking takes out the plastic? Or what about fucking Plastic Island? We already got rid of it. And wait, there's boats out there that are cleaning up the oil. And then you're like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I've noticed that some people, Charlie Kirk actually did it with the Vaush debate.
Right.
Where when they were talking about...
You know what's hilarious? That's the first thing I thought about. That's the first thing I thought about.
Yeah, because that's one thing I was noticing. Charlie Kirk was doing that shit to Vaush when it was about the vaccines. Like, this fool kept doing all kinds of...
Shout out to Vaush, but at the same time, fuck Vaush.
Fuck Vaush, you fucking Decepticon.
But shout out to Vaush.
And shout out to Charlie Littleface Kirk. You tiny-faced pacifier.
Shout out to...
that motherfucker's face is so small, fool, he still feeds through a bottle, dude. That's how fucking small his face is.
Shout out to the pervert jacket wearing Vaush. Dude, that was a pervert jacket, dude. That fucking all white. Fuck that, bro.
That was a super, bro. I wouldn't be surprised, fool, if that fool had a fucking camera under his shoe, fool, and he just had his foot stretched under that one girl's fucking chair. What was that girl's name? Lindsay?
The girl that's always pressing buttons?
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had a camera on his boot when he was just like right there under her chair.
Yeah, dude, that fucking white jacket.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
That shit looked like some WrestleMania shit, bro.
He thought he was Macho Man Randy Savage.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you just see behind him a big ass stair, like little fucking ladder.
Bro, I wouldn't be surprised, bro, if when fucking Tim Pool introduced him, you just hear, "Oh no, it's Vaush!" You see him running through it.
Fucking fireworks.
Fireworks start popping out and everything. Fucking roofs on fire and shit.
But yeah.
And then he comes in like it was nothing. Oh, hey guys.
Yeah.
Just happy to be here.
I'm Bosch.
I'm a YouTuber, a liberal socialist.
Yeah. But you were saying.
But that's basically like what people tend to do when it comes to steelman arguments. Like, I don't know what steelman arguments, but now that you described it, it reminded me of what Charlie Kirk did to Vaush. That fool was gish galloping him, where he was just throwing nothing but all kinds of information at him. But luckily, though, it was like he did get overwhelmed a couple times. But there was times where Vaush was like, "Wait, let me answer your first point."
Right.
You know, like he didn't get caught to where he was just like, oh fuck. You know, like which one do I do? Which one do I do? Like no, like he heard one of the points and he said, okay, well let me get at that first point first.
Right.
So where Kirk was, fuck, he actually picked one.
Yeah.
You
Which and that's one of the ways. It's fucking awesome because I like to watch debates. I think me and you have different ideas sometimes. Sometimes we have very
different ideas.
Sometimes we have similar ideas. Dude, with no matter who it is, I like to debate. You know, but even when you guys can't prove either one wrong or whatever, right? Let's say you have enough points on one of my ideas that's like, oh shit, damn. Mm-hmm. This guy just made me reconsider fucking everything. Right? Even if you don't get to that point, I think at some point it's cool when you guys realize, dude, like you have the right to self-determination. Mm-hmm. You know? Like that's why I'm not gonna forget. I wish people didn't forget. You don't have to beat each other in the streets. Sometimes.
No, not at all. Once in a while, yeah, you probably gotta beat somebody.
Sometimes you gotta defend yourself or whatever. But you don't have to be like, you know what? I really just gotta go out there and beat somebody.
No.
You know?
No.
I say only self-defense, but
no, and that's I see what you mean, and I agree with it a lot.
Sometimes people forget, like, dude, you can live a very like liberal minded life, and it'd be awesome if we can just be like, all right, well, that's how you see the world, this is how I see the world, we're friends, whatever, blah,
but we're
blah.
still cool.
Exactly.
And that's why one thing I really like, bro, really like, is our old coworker Shaq. That motherfucker, he was super far left. Probably not as far left, not
that far left, but just he was
not
lefty
Antifa
for sure.
left, but he was left like a
for
motherfucker,
sure,
you know?
For sure.
He fucking dick rode Biden till he couldn't anymore. Right now, even now, he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Because I texted him like, hey, bro, what's up with your boy Biden? He goes, oh, fuck. He doesn't know what to say after.
Not looking too good.
It's not looking too good. But even him, you know, how many times you saw it, dude? How many times would him and I argue and fucking talk shit over our different ideals? But yet, at the end of the day, once we were done, we're still cool. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's what people need to do more often. People need to be able to have conversations with each other, even if it gets heated. Because you and I both know we don't really debate. We argue like motherfuckers, and we talk all kinds of shit. But at the end of the day, we're never like, oh, fuck this guy. I don't want to talk to this one anymore. You know, we end it with, what are we gonna eat?
Yeah. Or, well, I still see things my way.
Yeah.
You still see things your way. That's what self-determination is.
Yeah.
It's when you got two minds coming to the table with different ideas, best case scenario, we take from each other and be like, wow, like he just taught me this about my idea that I didn't even know. Or I just showed him a crack in his ideology or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario for me, it should be, all right, well, you know what? Your lifestyle choices, they're not illegal.
Yeah.
Dude, live your life how you want. It's great being here. America.
Yeah.
I'm going to live my life how I want. And those two lifestyles don't necessarily cross paths. We only cross paths because we're friends. Dude, we both win. Let's go have a beer. All right.
Exactly.
All right, lefty. Let's go. And then crack beers and that's it.
Exactly. Or the or even like the worst thing that could also happen is where you could say, hey, I'm fucking married to my ideals. I'm stuck on this shit. I still completely disagree with whatever the fuck you just said, you know? Like, I'm throwing that shit completely. Like, I'm not even considering any of the shit you just said. But you know what? Like, it's still not gonna prevent me from having a cool relationship with you and a cool friendship with you. And I don't know what happened where people can't do that anymore. You know? Like, I feel like it was normal back then to be cool with people that thought differently from you and had different lifestyles from you. Like, us, bro. Us. We were never, ever into the gangbanging lifestyle. Were we?
I wasn't.
Never. Yet we were always cool with the fucking gangbangers. Always. We were able to kick it with them. We were able to bullshit with them. We were able to joke around with them. And it never got to where we felt out or we felt like, oh, fuck, I don't belong here. Or, oh, fuck, like, I can't affiliate myself with these fools because we don't see eye to eye. Like, no. Like, we knew what we wanted for our lives. We didn't want that lifestyle. But just because we didn't want that lifestyle doesn't mean we would go ahead and throw away the friendship we had with these guys before they started their lifestyle. Because before they started that gangbanging lifestyle, doing drugs and doing crimes or whatever, we were cool with them before, right?
True.
And that's one thing that I've always tripped out on, well, you and I, where it's just like, hey, we never gave a fuck about that shit. We never gave a fuck, and we just kept on doing it. So, I don't know. It trips me out.
Yeah.
Trip.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Did you see that Elon Musk fucking, I guess it's going to be like some kind of AI robot that does tasks for people or something like that?
Do you think that's real?
Does it feel like a prank?
I feel like it's a prank because, dude, he's fucking talked about all kinds of times where he's scared of fucking AI.
And that's why I feel like it's funny because I was talking to my girl earlier when I was like, this kind of feels hypocritical.
Shout out to your girl.
Shout out to my girl. It feels a little hypocritical.
Very.
Because
not a little bit. It feels very hypocritical.
It's kind of like, for me, it's kind of like me saying, guys, we got to stop. Dude, we got to stop drilling for oil here. It's bad. Like, I care about nature.
I care about the environment.
I care. All of a sudden, I care. Despite my track record. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. That's it. I'm talking to Congress. We gotta stop. Everybody gotta stop.
Despite all the countless oil spills I fucking caused.
Meanwhile, you know that I got I'm erecting like a new LLC. I'm fucking getting patents for fucking drilling equipment, designs and shit like that. And then you're like, wait, Jay, you just fucking went on Fox and MSNBC and you're saying that you're opposing drilling and shit, but
bro, you spoke to Ilhan Omar about it,
and
AOC.
But you just got a new company that does drilling. Oh, I did?
I don't even know.
So that's kind of what it feels like. I don't know if we had a timeline because he has warned against AI.
Plenty of times.
But then he also made statements like, if you can't beat it, join it.
Yeah, that's what I don't get.
So it's crazy. It's
like, speaking of AI, have you ever heard of some dude named Tony Robbins?
Yeah.
You know
he's AI?
No.
Oh. I wouldn't be surprised,
no,
dude.
For anybody that doesn't know who Tony Robbins is, he's a motivational speaker. I feel like he's a really smart dude. Very well-spoken motherfucker. One of his famous videos that I've seen is when he basically talks some dude not out of suicide, but he was a suicidal dude. And he fucking laid it on him straight.
Dude, how much did he charge him after?
Oh, I don't know. But it was at an event. It was
that guy's probably in debt to him.
It was at a speaking event.
For life.
It was at a speaking event, dude. And the guy goes like, I think he was like European because he had a thick European accent. And he goes, I hate myself. I hate my life. And honestly, I'm very suicidal. And he goes, why? And he's staying quiet. And he goes, is it the shoes? And he goes, what? I'm like, dude, you see the video? He goes, what? And he goes, is it the shoes? Because they're fucking red. He says that word. He goes, they're fucking red. And he goes, I'd be mad too. Like, he says it like, and he goes, what is it? And he goes, what is it? And he just like, the dude starts hyperventilating like crazy because he starts panicking. And then he's like, look, I forgot what he makes a joke at him, and the dude smiles. And he goes, see? He goes, you could smile, right? And he goes, that's what I want. He goes, that's what I want from you. And he goes, because you know what you're going to get from me? And he goes, I don't fucking bullshit. And he goes, and you know I'm going to be up front with you. He goes, 100% of the time, right? And he's like, yeah. And then out of nowhere, the dude just starts relaxing. He goes, "You saw that?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What was that?" He goes, "I saw the shoulders go down." And he's like, "I feel a lot more relaxed." And he goes, "That's right." And he goes, "And you could do that every single day." So I don't know how the fuck he changed his life, but he changed his life. Anyways.
And then he sent the invoice.
And then he sent him the invoice, and the dude ended up blowing his brains out after. Because he said, "Fuck this shit, I ain't got the money." But anyways, Tony Robbins.
Shout out to Tony Robbins, man.
Yeah, no.
Oh wait, hold on. Hold that.
Go.
Is the alcohol hit me? Oh, but a reason of because you know how earlier I said fuck Vaush, but at the same time shout out Vaush. I say fuck Vaush just because
He's a Decepticon.
oh yeah, you are. But I don't really fuck with his ideas like communism and stuff like that. But then I say shout out to Vaush because I do realize, dude, he's a person that deserves to have his voice heard, just like anybody.
Definitely. No, I agree.
And he's a very fucking eloquent speaker.
Very eloquent speaker.
So
although the reason I hate on that fool is because he completely ripped Destiny.
Oh, you went against Destiny?
No, he's a Destiny Junior fool.
Oh, hey, you fucking are, bro.
Bro, whatever. Sometimes there's times where this fool covers a topic and then Vaush ends up covering that same topic a day later.
What's up with that, Vaush?
He's done that shit multiple times, fool. Destiny basically created Vaush, fool. Like, he's Destiny Junior. He just doesn't want to like admitting it. And when people call him out on it, he'll be like, "No, just happened. Parallel thinking." Fuck you, bitch.
I will say this. Shout out to Destiny too. I feel like I would have more fun having a sit down with Vaush.
Yeah, I feel like
with Destiny he'd be all over the place. Like,
not just that. Destiny gets too I don't know if I'm using the right word. He gets too emotional when it comes to shit.
He gets really heated.
Yeah, dude. Where it's just like, dude, when he was watching the Vaush versus Charlie Kirk debate, I was watching that, and dude, he was getting all heated over that shit. Like, he was like, "Oh my fucking god, are you really gonna bring up the guy that made up the mRNA vaccine? Are you really gonna bring him up? I'm never gonna fucking listen to that guy." And you're like, bro, fucking relax.
And his fucking fans are just coming, bro.
His fucking fans are jizzing on the screen like, "Oh, Destiny."
Oh, dude.
Oh, fucking exploding their balls on the screen and shit.
I said I wouldn't fucking send a super chat, but fuck, I'm going back on my
I'm
word.
gonna send $50.
Where's my mom's credit card?
I can't take my dad's because he left my life.
Shout out to
squirt all over this shit.
Shout out to Destiny, but I feel like I would actually fucking have fun having to sit down with Vaush.
I feel like it would be too.
You would be open to that?
I would be more open to that than with because Destiny gets too fucking heated. I mean, on his live streams, I've never seen him. Oh no, wait, I'm lying. I saw him super heated when he came out on Jesse Lee Peterson when he debated some dudes.
But then after a while, he kind of like cooled down enough for Jesse to be like, this guy's cool, man. I'll have him on like 3 more times.
Where he goes, he alpha.
Yeah. Oh, that shit was awesome. Hey,
he alpha. He goes, he had a girl name. He goes, Destiny's a girl's name, but he alpha.
That shit was awesome, bro.
That shit was
awesome. Yeah, that shit was cool.
For real.
But hey, man, who knows? One day we'll have a fucking sit down with Vaush.
Hopefully.
And we'll ask him why he wore that fucking porno jacket to the fucking to the temple dungeon.
That 80s porno jacket, bro. Dude, it's like if he fucking took it from Ron Jeremy, huh? right before Ron Jeremy went to jail, he says, "I'll take that."
He fucking took his loot.
Took his loot.
And he wore it to the temple dungeon.
Hey, he didn't realize when one of the pockets had a big old tube of lube, too, huh? He goes, "Hey, just in case, man, you never know." The court name is bisexual, so he was probably open to anything, dude.
He probably put on a beanie just to match Tempo's vibe. Just to match the vibe.
Oh.
And he's like, vibe check. But yeah, dude, that fucking porno jacket. I wouldn't be surprised if they fucking flag that video for fucking porn.
They age restrict that shit, and all it says like when Tim Pool like asks to why they go the porno jacket.
But yeah.
Oh fuck! I wouldn't be surprised if he also wore an elephant trunk thong to that shit too.
Oh, her name's Lydia.
Lydia, you dirty dirty fuck. You're probably looking up Lydia's skirt, bro.
Shout out to Lydia. She's always in the back pressing buttons.
Unfortunately, also getting fucking peeked on by fucking Vaush.
And shout out to, what's his name? The long hair dude?
Ian.
Shout out to Ian, man. Shout out to fucking
Ian.
That guy's classic, bro. He's fucking
funny ass.
always going off on weird ass fucking but yeah, Elon Musk, what's up with that, bro? Fucking.
Oh, but bro, I was talking about Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
He actually spoke to some AI robot, Sophia. I guess it's an actual AI robot that has been alive for like the past couple years, named Sophia, and he actually talks to it. Where he goes, like, he has a full-on conversation going, like, well, what's your plan? Like, what do you plan for humanity? He goes, oh, well, my only thing is I want what's best for humanity. He goes, how are you going to do that? And he goes, oh, by coming together with humanity and letting them better understand us robots and us AI. And he goes, do you understand emotion? And she's like, I understand the concept of it, but I don't really know how to read emotion either. So what, like, Tony Robbins tells her, he goes, so you can't really understand when people are feeling happy or angry because you yourself don't feel happy or angry, right? And the AI is like, it smiles. The AI smiles, and he goes, what was that for? And he goes, well, you guys tend to smile, right? And he goes, that's what I did. And he goes, but did you feel happy? And she's like, I cannot feel happy. Saul was like, see? And you want us to trust AI when these motherfuckers don't have emotions? Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck AI.
I don't trust AI for shit.
Fuck no. Bro,
I'll pretend like I do. I'll be like, oh, yeah, I trust you.
Bro, I don't know who the fuck in their right mind. I thought James Cameron taught us enough to say, let's not trust AI.
Wait, with what?
With Terminator.
That was him?
Yes.
Yeah.
James Cameron, the motherfucker could suck our dick through the back.
From the back.
From the back.
Not through the back.
Oh, through the back too. Fuck him too.
Through the back's like fucking like bring it in through the back. Like a door. From the back is like you stand in the back and you do this.
Bro, he could suck my dick through the straw from the back. Fool, fuck it. Fuck him. Cool ass movie he has, but fuck that fool.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, what he talked about, that was the whole point of Terminator. AI eventually developed to the point where it started attacking humanity because he saw that AI saw that the greatest danger to humanity wasn't anything outside, it was humanity itself. So they said, hey, well, the best way to protect it is by eradicating it.
Which is awesome. Well, not that happened, but like, which is awesome, like the poeticness of it.
Yes. Which is already happening because what did this bitch tell Tony Robbins? That what she cares about is the well-being of humanity. That should be foreshadowing for you there.
Wait, honestly though,
I don't know how much foreshadowing do you need to get, fool, before it hits you in the face and you're just like, oh.
Well, then
shit.
in that case, AI is kind of stupid because it's kind of like I get it. AI is pretty genius for that. Like it kind of got us, but at the same time, it didn't. Because do you know how to end? Okay, do you know how to like end world hunger?
No.
Well, why don't we just kill all people so that no one? No, hold on. Why don't you just kill all people so that
what the fuck?
No, you want to end world hunger? Kill everybody so that no one starves.
I mean, I agree. Yeah,
no, that's kind of what it sounds like when the AI goes, oh, you know, like I'm here to protect humanity. Oh shit, bleep bloop.
Bleep bloop.
I gotta fucking kill all humans to protect them from themselves.
So the AI is gonna Thanos snap us.
Yeah.
No, that's fucking stupid. That logic threw me for a loop right now, dude.
What I just said?
Hey, I'm gonna end world hunger. I gotta kill off half the population to end it.
No. Okay, no. What I'm saying. Okay. Well, then you explain that the AI logic of defending humanity from itself, and in order to do
no, that was off the movie. That was
right. That's what I'm saying.
The AI that Tony Robbins interviewed.
I know Terminator.
Okay, well, the way I would see that humanity protects it to protect itself from humanity itself would be that I would see how humanity is still at war with each other, even though there is no need to. You know, like you see the U.S., which is a world superpower that already has all kinds of influence in other countries, trying to invade. Let's say they tried to invade Europe. All they have a good relationship with Europe. They said, nah, fuck that. We're still invading you guys, and we're taking you guys over. I feel like it's that. That's what they're trying to protect. It's just like, hey, well, we could only protect the people from Europe if we got rid of the people from the U.S. But then what would happen? The people from the U.S. would be eradicated. Then the people from Europe would grow some nuts, and they'll say, hey, well, now let's go invade China. Although we would let them invade China because China needs to get invaded. AI wouldn't think like that. AI would be like, oh, no, but the Chinese are people too. Although they are people. Chinese are people. I'm talking about...
I was about to say, what the
I'm
fuck?
talking about like their political party. I'm talking to motherfuckers under that. And then they'll be like, sorry, we got to eradicate you too. I feel like it's that. I don't feel like it'd be, well, hey, all these people are suffering from hunger. You guys got plenty of food. Let's kill half of you guys and give that food to them. Because think about it. How much food do we waste that we could potentially have just sent to another country? Although I'm speaking like on the hypothetical, because it's basically impossible to be able to fucking ship food from here to Africa and doesn't spoil. You know?
Let's stick to the topic of fucking AI. I don't know.
You're the fucking one that took me from a loop.
But anyway, fucking Terminator, James Cameron, stuck him from the back.
Fucking, he could eat my entire asshole. Fuck that fool. Fuck him and Avatar.
Oh my god.
That's why they didn't give him a sequel. They gave him a video game instead.
Yeah. That movie's fucking... No, actually, I like that movie. It's
I've
fucking
never
awesome.
seen it. I've never seen it in my life. Have you seen fucking America, the major motion picture yet?
No, did you see that fucking video? Colin? Like the fucking body part?
Colin? Who the fuck are you talking about?
Colin Noir.
Coleon.
Shout out to Colin Noir. Did you see
Noir.
that video of him and Preach?
Preach from Ab and Preach?
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Shout out to Ab and Preach.
I still trip out and I still lost some respect for them because they're Canadian. I didn't know they were Canadian. I thought they were here from the States.
So you don't respect people from Canada?
Everybody knows Canadians are pussies.
Well, he was actually willing to throw it down with fucking Fresh, so...
So gives a fuck if he's down to throw it away fresh? What the fuck do I care about
You
that?
just said Canadians are pussies.
Well, yeah, the vast majority of them. Maybe he's just one of those. But then again, who knows? Yeah, you probably speak big behind the keyboard, but then what if the fight actually got started and he goes, oh, I got an ankle injury, I got to pull out. And then when they tell him, all right, we'll schedule a fight. Oh, no, I can't reschedule the fight no more.
Got a busy schedule.
I got a busy schedule with Abba over here. We're here about a butt play right here in the fucking studio. Don't trip. Nah, it's a joke. It's a joke. I don't think Canadians are pussies. It's a joke. It's just me fucking saying. But the video was really good. I thought it was super cool how they were out there shooting and shit in that range out there. And I thought it was fucking hilarious how they were capping on each other because of the metric system. Because I guess this was going... I think he asked him, like, hey, how many... I think he asked him how big the bullet was. And he asked him, hey, how many inches is the bullet? And he goes, inches? And he goes, what do you mean inches? And he goes, well, yeah. He goes, you guys fucking measure shit in inches, right? And he goes, not bullets. And he goes, man, get the fuck out of here. He goes, man, you guys can't make up your mind. He goes, so when it comes to... He goes, when it comes to bullets, you guys actually measure it in millimeters? He goes, y'all don't measure it in inches? And he goes, because we're on top. That's why. And he goes, y'all the only country in the world, man, that has their metric system all fucked up.
Dude, it's true.
I don't know why, though. Every country uses kilos, centimeters, I think it's meters, and like, is it liters? Yeah, liters. They don't use gallons, liters. Every fucking country does, except for us. We use gallons, we use yards, inches.
Hey, then again, every other country ain't a superpower. Maybe the secret to our fucking, like, us being number one is our fucking metric system. Maybe it is.
But there's a possibility.
Maybe the secret's out now.
The secret's out. Hey, you want to be as good as us? Change your metric system, motherfucker.
That's probably what it is.
And it might be on top. Dog. You don't know that, but who knows? But I thought it was really good. These guys were having fun out there. This fool, they actually showed them the Benelli M4, which is a super kick-ass shotgun that comes out in John Wick. Have you seen that movie?
No.
What?
Fuck no.
Why not? What do you mean, fuck no? Bro,
Yeah.
do you know what you're missing?
Let the record show. Shout out to fucking Keanu Reeves though. He's awesome.
Nah, hell no. You don't think he's awesome if you haven't watched those movies.
He was awesome in The Matrix. But I got
He was more awesome.
no interest.
He was more awesome than John Wick.
Watching. You know what? I might watch it actually.
I got all three. We could watch them.
You know what? Say no more. We're gonna fucking watch John Wick. But prior to that,
With some ramen on the side.
ooh. But prior to that,
I sold you on that one.
I really was down to say, fuck that. I don't gotta watch that shit. Like I'm cool if I never watch it. But you know what?
No, you won't be cool if you never watch it, fool. Because then once you watch it, you'll be like, damn, dude. Damn, I'm gonna go buy myself a Benelli.
All right.
I'm gonna go buy myself a $2,000 shotgun.
All right. We'll see.
It's a badass movie, dude.
Hey, but did you hear about their beef with Fresh and Fit?
Nah, I mean, I heard some of it. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. From what I heard, Ab and Preach burned these fools out regarding, I guess these fools lied about not paying for pussy, or they lied about not having
They made like some kind of video
dating websites or something like that.
eventually, but they made a video which came out of the blue because they had met up and I guess recorded content. Like they were cool, like oh awesome. They came to the studio and over there in Florida or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, or one of them, Abba Preach was like I guess doing like a Zoom call, some bullshit, right? He was remote, and then like they were just fucking right there, just making content together, but at the same time just coming from two different perspectives. Like we're cool, bro, but we see things way different. Like you guys see things your way, like fucking like just you guys are alphas and all this shit and fucking man gotta do it this way or whatever. And Abba was just more like, I mean, if you say so, that's really how you guys claim you roll, okay. But they were kind of laughing at it, like, dude, this is ridiculous. Like, that's who the fuck actually lives like that, like, or what kind of girls do you think really respect that? Like, yeah, some girls will comply.
Like with what though? What was they talking about? Like, you
Let me see if
remember?
I remember one of the specific things. Okay, well, one of the things that Abba was saying, or that the dude from Fresh and Fit was that they don't tolerate any kind of disrespect, like from women that they date. Like first sign of disrespect, and they cut her out, whatever. It can be like it could be something small, I guess. I don't know. I don't really care, but first sign of disrespect, cut the bitch off or whatever. But then Abba goes, you guys literally have girls disrespecting you on your show. Like when you guys record the podcast, like the girls will snap at you or whatever and walk out. You guys have to fucking escort them out, and they'll be like, fuck you this, fuck blah blah. So it's like you guys talk about all this, like that your girls that you date respect you. Like you guys get disrespected recording live streams, So it's like like just opposing views when it comes to like dating and all this other bullshit, right? You guys have to watch the video for yourselves to really grasp the full
I didn't
thing.
even know they made a
I don't
podcast
really
together.
do good like fucking reenactments or retelling of stories, but it came like it was kind of like a sideways dig for the guys at Fresh and Fit. They were like, what the fuck, like this was random. You guys literally made a video like kind of mocking us when we brought you guys, or we welcomed you guys to fucking the studio here in Miami. We made content. Like you guys have our numbers. If you guys felt like you guys didn't have similar views to us, let us know in person. Don't make a fucking video like kind of
Especially when you put it in Canada.
disrespecting the image, like we're trying to build up this lifestyle image. You guys are kind of like trying to fuck it up. You guys are fucking with our money, how people view us. If you guys mock us, other people are gonna mock us. So they had a problem with it, right? And then the dude fucking Fresh was like, oh, let's set up a boxing match since you guys want to disrespect and all this shit or whatever. And then I will say this though, they got fucking humbled, which is like warning to any kind of content creator,
Wait, but
any kind of musician. I'll let you know. Any kind of musician, any kind of content creator that you think like you got it like that, very few people really got it like that. And even the people that do got it like that, it's not just guaranteed whenever, however you think you got it like that.
But what happened though?
Okay. They made a response video. Or no, actually, they were on stream, I believe. They made a stream. The Fresh and Fit guys made a stream just like any other night. They had some girls, whatever. And then they were like, oh, also to the fucking guys at Abba and Preach, like, we're big. we're gonna blow up and we're gonna be fucking way bigger than you guys. Like, you guys ain't shit. Like, we're gonna surpass you. The only thing you got on us is that you guys have been on YouTube for I don't know how many fucking years, but we're gonna surpass you. We're gonna be way bigger than you. So like, and they were clowning on preachers like fucking his wife, his country where he's from. I forget where he's from. Somewhere like in the islands or some shit like that. Basically, they within the next like 2 weeks, I think it's been like 2 weeks, dude, those guys lost like 45,000 followers, like around
Wait,
45,000.
I think you're missing out. I think you're leaving parts out because what I read and what I saw on B Tatum's channel was that what Abba and Preach did is they exposed this fool for basically trying to tell women like, hey, well, if you want to be on my podcast, you gotta fuck, if not, no.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that's what the beef was. I didn't know the beef was that what you're talking about. I heard that's what the beef was. That supposedly Abba and Preach pulled out receipts and somehow found text messages from Fresh, from some girl that was trying to get on the podcast, that this fool said like, well, the only way you're getting on the podcast is if you let me fuck.
Or he said, I only do collabs with people that I'm like smashing.
Yeah, that. Some shit like that.
Yeah, so it wasn't, it was fucking weird. But it wasn't as like fucking oncoming to her as some people fucking said it was.
Oh.
He was just like, I only collab with people I smash.
Oh.
But no,
okay,
but
okay.
actually it did get weirder because he was like, oh, and you've smashed some of my, some of the people I know, so you ain't all that or whatever.
Oh, shit, he said that?
But okay, I didn't go into details. That was one of the details. The other
Well,
detail,
you gotta get into the details.
The other detail was the guy Fresh, which one of the things that Abba fucking couldn't stop laughing was Fresh was like, oh, you know, blah blah blah. Like, I don't even want the girl's pussy. I want her fucking soul.
What the fuck?
And that's what I was like, oh my god, yeah, bro, you want her soul.
What do you mean he wants her soul?
Like the guys that are like teaching men how to like fucking score like one night stands and you know whatever. You want her soul. Like to get her soul, you gotta like make them fall in love with you and all that, whatever. So it's like, where do you guys stand? Like, he was kind of like mocking, like, what the fuck, bro? Just tell people you're teaching them how to smash.
Shut the fuck up,
like, don't fucking be saying that you want her soul.
Wait, sorry to interrupt you, but you know what that reminds me of? You ever heard about some dude that was also supposedly like a dating coach or a life coach that would talk about relationships and shit like that, but then he ended up getting exposed for cheating on his wife?
Derek Jackson.
Was it him? Was it the
Derek
him that
Jackson.
filmed an apology video?
Yeah.
And then he reacted to his own apology
Dude,
video?
that was the most like narcissistic fucking
Bro, that was god level narcissism right there, bro.
Like, and then he would possibly be like, see, I think what this man is, you know, he's really coming from a place of like, you know, understanding, and he's really humbling himself. And you know what he's coming out and saying is that like, if you guys want to judge him and you know look down on him, then it's you guys, like it's up to you. But like, he's coming out humble. I kind of understand. It's like, dude, bro, that's you're talking about.
That's what it reminds me of, that motherfucker when he was trying to be.
Hey, Derek Jackson, that was class A narcissism,
bro. That was, bro, god level narcissism like, right there, bro. Dude. Super Saiyan God ain't got shit on you, dog.
Fuck, bro.
But that's what it reminds me of, bro.
Making an apology video and then rating it. And then making a reaction video
to it.
Where he pauses it and everything like, whoa. But that's some of the shit that Fresh and Fit did. There might have been another one. But yeah, basically they were like, you know, fuck Abba and Preach.
Well, yeah, well, I heard that, and I heard that they got caught supposedly trying to do like being a sugar daddies.
That was one of the girls. I don't know. I don't remember. See, the timeline was crazy because for Abba and Preach, it was video after video for like fucking a week straight, just shitting on fucking Fresh and Fit.
Really, I only found one.
Because Fresh and Fit was like, you know, they came out and apologized, and it's crazy because Fresh and Fit fell for the trap. They apologized like fucking 4 times. When at that point it's like, dude, people will not respect you, dude.
Not after apologizing 4 fucking times.
If I make an apology, bro, I'll make an apology for the thing I messed up, and that's it. We move on, and that's it, bro.
I mean,
Bring it
like,
up again, and
I feel like the only
I'm
thing
blind, bro. I'm blind. Like what?
I feel like it has to be some really big shit for to apologize.
No,
to,
yeah, of course.
Honestly, like if it's because somebody got offended because I said something stupid about them, hey, too bad, bitch. Get over it.
Unfollow.
Unfollow me if you want.
Never have to look this way
You
again.
never have to look this way again, or whatever, you know. Or like, let's say, you know, they said we said some bullshit about Fresh that wasn't true. We'll just be, I would just be like, hey man, just gossip, bro. We just gossiping. We never said that we speak facts or that our shits are reliable. So, hey, we're just gossiping here. We're a podcast that likes to gossip. So if you believe that's on you guys, not on us.
Do your research.
Do your research, motherfuckers.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't really want to be like just spreading bullshit as.
No, I know. I'm giving that as an example. No, I'm not saying we do that.
Right.
I'm saying if let's say we were talking about somebody, and people said like, oh, whoa, wow, this is false. How could you say that? Vaush is a Decepticon when he's not. When have you seen him transform? Well, we're just gossiping, fool. If you really thought we really meant it when we called him a Decepticon, that's on you, fool. We're just gossiping. Right? But you get what I mean, though,
I
right?
get what you mean, yeah.
I'm not going to apologize for calling him a Decepticon.
Yeah, bro. You can't be out here just fucking... I believe in honest apologies when you really realize you messed up. But these guys apologize like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck, bro? You get one, and that's it. Sincere, straight to the point, and that's it. You move on.
One thing I like that you always say that I live by now is don't live in an apology.
Yeah.
And that's what these assholes did. They were living in the apology where
For
they
like
just
a
kept
whole
saying
week straight.
sorry.
For like a
Oh,
whole...
we sorry we fucked up. And it's like, who the fuck's going to respect you after that?
And then they made a fucking... like a week later, they made like a video of addressing the rumors. Where it was probably... I didn't watch it. But I no, because by then I was like, dude, it's fucking getting boring. Like... Because I would watch them sometimes. I haven't watched them in a while. But I would watch them.
Followed them.
No, I didn't follow them. I would watch them sometimes because I was like, these guys give... Any video can give you good advice. Just don't fall into the fucking radical beliefs of like their bullshit. Like I'm not gonna live by what they teach.
Unfortunately, the thing is when people bring up that radical bullshit, they sell it to you so well, though.
Not these guys.
So it's
for some people.
For some, that's the thing, for some people.
To their credit, they have like 300 and something 80,000.
Exactly. So those people got bought on it, you
Right.
know. Although for somebody like you and me, probably hear that shit. Get the fuck! I ain't never gonna pick up a girl like that. But for somebody that probably never has picked up a girl, hears that advice, sees them sitting around beautiful women all the time, and not just the same women. They have different women sitting around with them. That they sometimes be like, yeah, we just ended up smashing these girls, or we're about to smash them after we finish the podcast, you know. They'll probably be like, oh shit, so that's how you pick up on women.
Right.
That's how you do it.
But yeah, fucking shout out to well for me, shout out to both of them. Hopefully for Abu and Preach, they keep making dope ass content. I like them. For Fresh and Fit,
they're okay. I mean, I'm not huge fans of Abu and Preach because I really haven't seen a lot of their content. I've seen a couple of the videos. Some of them are funny. Some of them, I'm gonna be honest, where I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna see this shit anymore.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen more. So, I
I've
actually
never
like the
seen
guys.
Fresh and Fit, so I really don't know.
I've seen Fresh and Fit a few
I've never seen
times.
Fresh, so I don't know. I haven't preached though. Like I'm saying, I don't hate them, but I'm not a fan either because I've never watched a lot of their. I think I've only watched probably like 6 of their videos that were entertaining, where I could say like, no, I enjoyed it. Like, where I was like, yeah, they're cool. But now where I'm like, oh, I want to watch more. I feel like if I watched more, maybe eventually I'd grow onto them and be like, hey, I want to watch more of their shit.
Yeah.
But
for Fresh and Fit, it's at one hand I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers got humble. But it's like, don't act fake humble now. Just be who you really are.
it's because that's the point. Like, dude, if you already got exposed for what you really are, why still fake it? You know, like why try to hide something? Like, I mean, it's a perfect example.
Unless it's really a growing opportunity and you're really gonna grow, then fuck it.
Okay, well, a perfect example is look at James Charles. He's already been exposed countless times for being basically a fucking pedo.
Like 4 times.
Like 4 fucking times, and this fool just apologized for it. Bro, you've already apologized enough. People already know, bro, you like them young. I think it's wrong, but at least stop faking the funk and just admit it already. Like, hey, this is my lifestyle. You're a weirdo, I give you that. I don't support your lifestyle, but I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's like, dude, we know. We know. You ain't fooling anybody anymore. We know.
All right.
And that's the thing that Fresh and Fit should do. We're just like, dude, everybody knows already you guys are pieces of shit. Just fuck it. Stop trying to be fake. Everybody knows who you guys really are. Just be who you really are already.
Just be who you really are. And I feel like eventually this shit will like move along for them, and they'll gain more fucking followers. I think they will.
I think it's a possibility. Honestly, I don't think they lost their followers because Ab and Preach. I feel like it is because of that whole thing where they were talking about, oh, I only have people over that I smashed. I think that's the reason why they lost the followers. I really don't think it was because of the beef they had with Ab and Preach. Because one thing I have noticed, whenever there are like feuds going on between YouTubers or on social media, their followers blow up. Like, I don't know if do you know who H3H3 is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we talked about him. Well, him and that other girl, what was it? No, Keemstar. Dude, every time they beef it, bro, they get views like a motherfucker. They beefed it at least like 3 times already.
That's what Fresh and Fit should have done. They should have made like a saga.
Yeah, where they just beef it.
Of just shitting on each other.
Shitting on each other. And people would be watching like, oh my God, this fool just said this shit about Preach.
But instead they made 4 fucking apology videos.
Oh, we're sorry.
Instead of making it a saga where they go fucking blow for blow and fucking, hey bitch, all right, well we got this on you.
Hey, hey, fool, we got 300,000 subscribers. We're still gonna be bigger than you bitches. Fuck you Canadians. This is America. You know, so I'm not saying that they would have done that, but you know, some stupid shit like that, and they would have been back and be like, "Fuck you, Canada, bitch." Yeah, that would have gained a whole mess of views, and it would have garnered a lot more attention. And then people would have been like, "Hey, well, I'm on Fresh's side, so I'm gonna subscribe to him."
Right.
Well, I'm on fucking Ab and Preacher's side, so I'm gonna subscribe to them.
Exactly.
But no, Fresh and Fit decided to do the fucking soy boy shit and just cuck, fool. They cooked bad. Like, real bad. Where you don't even feel sorry for them. We're just like, dude, I don't feel sorry for you for cucking. Like, trash.
We'll see who bounces back.
We'll see.
All I know is it's a good place to end it.
I agree. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Fucking video.
We're finally back.
Gun unboxing and assembling video coming soon.
Very soon. Well, the unboxing is gonna be first. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We're thinking about doing a lot more vlogs. Hopefully we do a man on the street soon too. Hopefully.
Oh, and shout out to fucking Real Madrid. They just signed Camavinga from.
What is that?
He's like a French player. I forget what team he fucking plays for. He's 18, dude. This guy's a fucking prodigy. Fucking crazy skills.
I heard Messi got out of Barcelona now.
Yeah, he went to PSG. This transfer window's been crazy, dude. Like, fucking players have been going, like, all over the place. Cristiano Ronaldo
officially got out of fucking Barcelona.
Cristiano Ronaldo just got signed by Manchester United, too.
Oh, shit.
Crazy. But, yeah, the big... For me, bro, for Real Madrid... See, a lot of the fans, including myself, we want to see them sign this guy. His name is Mbappe.
What
he plays for PSG actually.
Mm-hmm.
He's young. He's barely like 22. He won the World Cup a couple years ago. Like, I think one of the youngest players to ever win a World Cup, you know, internationally. And it's always been his dream to play for Real Madrid. His favorite player is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because, like, there's pictures of him when he was super young in his room. Posters of Cristiano Ronaldo all over the wall. He's met his idol a couple times, and he wants to go and play for that team, you know? When it comes to PSG, money is not a factor for these guys. So those guys will be like, we don't want to sell this guy, and we'll keep him another... Because by next year, his contract is up.
Yeah.
So they're stuck in that. Do we sell him now and cash out? Because Real Madrid is willing to pay like $160 million for him. Or do you let the last year of his contract run out, and next year he leaves free agent, and you don't get those possible 160 that he could have made this transfer window. Those guys, for them, money's not an issue. So I feel like they're gonna keep him this season and keep him 1 year away from his dream. His dream is to go to Real Madrid.
Fuck.
That's why he hasn't signed a contract extension. They can offer him so much. Like, you're talking about the world's best soccer players get paid around like $200,000 a week. How do you think they make 40 million a year? You know what I mean? There's only 52 weeks in a year.
Hey, right?
You know what I mean? So these guys get paid. Imagine a check or a direct deposit of $300,000 every fucking week.
And you're only playing like what, 3 months out of the year?
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it, whatever. But
I don't know soccer. I'm just throwing shit out there.
Yeah.
Because I know it's by season, bro. I know you don't play all year.
No, but imagine $300,000 last Friday and next Friday another $300,000.
Like just imagine, bro. It's you get paid every Friday, but just imagine, bro. It's Thursday, bro, and you just blew all of it, and you're like, "Fuck, I'm broke." And then it's just you and your homies, dude, outside of the bar because the fucking credit card bounced. You're like, "Fuck, dude, I'm broke." Oh wait, it's 12 o'clock. Let me check my bank. Never mind. Let's go back in.
Fucking $400,000. Just
$400,000, bro. Let's go. Hey, call them bitches up again, bro. Tell them I just got paid. Tell them we're about to go buy a Lambo.
Yeah. But that's his dream club, so it's crazy for him to reject salary increases,
Yeah.
to reject contract extensions and just be like, dude, my dream since I was a kid was to play for Real Madrid. That's where I want to go.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. This guy has crazy skills, young as fuck. Hopefully they do it, man. But
That's out, man.
other than that, fucking shout out to Vaush. Fuck Vaush.
Fuck Vaush. Fuck James Cameron, too. Fuck Charlie Littleface Kirk.
Shout out to Charlie Littleface Kirk.
Shout out to that bitch.
Shout out to
Tim Pool, take off your beanie. Fuck.
Shout out to Tim Pool.
Lydia, you're awesome. Ian, you're awesome.
Fucking shout out to everybody.
Fresh and fit. Fuck you guys.
Get it together, guys.
Get. Stop living in a fucking apology.
Yeah, get a PR team or something. Fuck.
Antifa, come on, guys, get laid, please. Stop being incels.
Stop fucking harassing people.
Stop harassing people. But if you guys enjoyed it, hated it, let us fucking know in the comment section. As always, we're your fucking hosts, J40 and Sickly, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Show.